Alrighty, this is Scott here with TheFatRat Science More. Today I'm here with Hive inspection number 15, is it? 15 or 16? Anyway, let's just let them know I'm here. I'm not going to be using any safety gear today, quite simply because I don't need it. Let's open it up, take off the top, open that up, just smoke a little bit into the honey soup here. Alright, that's all I need. Just to give the bees a bit of motivation to get out of there. No building on the top box yet. I'm just going to poke through it. They aren't building on it in it yet. Look at the top honey super. Bottom one, there are bees on it. So no, they aren't going up into the supers just yet. Don't know why though. Okay, so you can see they built on some wax onto the queen excluder. I know they are going through the queen excluder, but for some reason they aren't actually going into the supers. I have to give them an incentive to do that and start building in there because they're almost out of space in here. Boy, they propolis this in good. Oh boy, that's a lot of propolis. Let's just scrape this off. You can see all the propolis that I'm getting off of here. If you look closer. All of this, I'm just getting pounds of propolis. Not literally pounds, but metaphorical. Yeah. As in to say a lot. Now that's good. I'll just scrape off the propolis on my box. Always keep your equipment clean. Take care of it and it'll take care of you. Alright. Now I'm ready to start taking out frames. Start on this edge today. Oh, that's a lot of propolis. But that's a good thing. That means that they've been visiting everywhere. Full frame of honey. Well, no, almost a full frame of honey. On this side, they're filling it with honey. You can see those cells that are empty still. They're filling it with honey. I'm just going to set this down here. Oh boy. This is one of the frames that I've been having trouble with. See? They've have a lot of issues. Good, they're filling this in with nectar. This is an X-brood frame. You can tell that because of the darkening of the comb here compared to this. Can you see how they are doing that? That really irks me. But they'll hopefully fix it. I'll just give them a little bit of incentive by doing some of this. So when they repair it, they should hopefully do it right. Now on the back, it's just the same thing. Nectar and honey. Oh, that is a lot of honey, which is a good thing. Very, very good. They're filling in this frame. Again, an X-brood frame. You can tell by the darkened comb.
You might want to tilt it toward the light.
They're filling it in with, yet again, honey and nectar, and same thing on the back, except on the back they also have some pollen, if you'll look. And these bees aren't even bothering me. They aren't even taking notice. Okay, they're starting to build onto this. Okay, they have brood down there, which bugs me, and a full frame of brood up here, which I just, yeah. But this is a really good laying pattern, probably the best I've seen. I mean, this is better than my last year's queen. She's just filling every square inch.
What are the empty cells for?
Those empty cells are just where the larva hasn't been capped yet, or it was or it was just a bad larva, because those can occasionally happen, and they do. Yeah.
He's trying to crawl down up your shirt.
It's not a he.
She's trying to crawl up your shirt.
I'll get you back into your hive, girl. Honey, solid. Brood, solid. And I moved all the brood down into the bottom box yesterday to make them.
You mean last inspection?
Last few weeks ago. And then they would stop putting brood in the top. And they went, and the queen went and filled up the bottom box again. More brood. And where the brood hatches, they're filling it in with nectar. I really need to get them into the top box. I have to call Ray and ask him how to get them to move. Alright, let's just get rid of this. Okay. More brood that's being backfilled with honey. This is old brood that's hatching out. And the same on this side. So that's just older brood. Around the edges you can tell by the, yeah, it's old brood. Yeah. It's ready to hatch, in other words. If you hear me say old brood, that's what I mean. It's ready to hatch brood. More older brood, and some new brood and larvae.
Want to show us the larva?
There are. You can see the larva around the brood. I would say that's probably about 6 days old.
Oh, in there?
Yeah,
Those little
white
things?
grubby things.
Yeah.
Now, I would say those are about 6 or 7. Those are right about, they're literally ready to be capped. Excuse me, girl. A girl crawling on my neck. This is just all honey on these frames, which is really good.
So instead of building honey in the new frames, they're just
They're
putting it
sticking
in
the
old brood?
which really is annoying me. Now they have, this is a newer frame and they're still backfilling it with honey. But this is really annoying that they aren't going into the honey supers. Bugs me. Anyway, but now I can just go and move this back over. You always want to keep your frames in the same order that they were originally, so then all the comb will just mesh together. No, it sounds weird, but that's what I've been told. Let me get the bees off this frame. Don't want to crush any bees. Okay, there we are. And that frame's in, which means now I have the wonderfully horrible task of opening up this box. Oh. This is going to be a difficult. Ah, okay.
Need help?
Ah, okay. Moving. It's moved. Whew. Heavy frame. This is a lot of propolis. With that, the queen's probably down in here somewhere. Ooh, boy. Getting near the queen. Just gonna smoke myself a little. This will, as I've said before in my videos, the bees don't like the smell of smoke, so they're more likely to leave you alone. Darn, I got a dead bee on my hive tool. There. So now I can just now I can just take my hive tool and grab this frame. Okay, good. Honey, honey, and more honey. That's all that I wanted. That's what I want to see. Now that's how you prevent bee crushing. You move it down very slowly. Bees are getting on the top, fanning. It's getting quite hot in there.
There's some dead bees there that nobody's removed. And one of them has full pollen bags.
Well, that's just because I probably accidentally smushed her with my hive tool.
Oh.
Hate doing that, but so they haven't had a chance to do that yet. Okay, that girl's getting ready to attack. I'm just going to smoke these gently. There. So, next frame. Sticky. And honey and pollen. Honey, nectar, and pollen. Nothing of interest to you that you haven't seen before in the last 10 minutes. Okay, there we are. There we are. So this is an old brood frame. Ooh, shoot, girl.
Is that just unhatched brood?
Yeah, that's just unhatched brood, a bit of larva. No eggs. Yeah, unhatched brood, a bit of larva, no eggs. You can see some drones on this frame. Nothing of interest. Oh boy, there's a full frame of brood in the next one. I don't think I've ever seen this good of a frame of brood. If I have, I'll put a picture of it in right now. Solid brood across the board. This is good.
How weird that it's... What's with the rainbow shape? Empty.
I don't know.
Huh.
And this is just older brood that's hatching out. Whenever a brood hatches, they back out with pollen and nectar because they got so much of it. Next frame. Girls. And I've heard that it takes them about 2 days to recover from an inspection, so I'm going to try and do them minimally, but still do them. Okay, girls. This is an entire sheet of propolis. Just toss that down there. And this is just brood. Ah. Oh, poor girl. There we are.
I see a queen cup.
Okay. Where? Excuse me?
Or a drone.
That's a queen cup. What you do with queen cups is you take your hive tool and you smush them.
But what if they need a new queen? What if their queen, something's happened to their queen?
Well, no, that was just, they obviously built that over a long period of time because they did it so good. If something had happened to the queen, even if one, that would have been in my last inspection most likely. And two, they would have made it out of a worker cell. Out of a already laid egg. And they haven't done that. And also, they're so calm. I don't even need to wear safety equipment, and I'm barely smoking him. Oh boy, a girl has full pollen baskets that just walked in there. More brood and pollen. Brood, nectar, pollen, and larva. Old news, you've already seen it multiple times. If you've already seen a frame that looks identical to other frames that you've already seen, I'm just not going to show it. It speeds things up. Oh, there's a lot of brood that's hatching on this next one, which should be good to see. No, wait, no, that's honey and cap. Sorry, my bad. Brood. More brood. One-of-the-mill ordinary things. Thinking I might. After you're doing extractions all day, and you get phantom bees crawling on you, it's really weird and strange. And there are two ways to determine whether or not you have a good queen. Well, there are a few ways. One is to find her, and the other is to check their behavior. How nice are they being? Their brood, if they have a lot of brood, and whether or not they're building swarm cells, supersedure cells. Sorry, there's a difference. I don't have time to go into that right now. And this next frame is honey, as I expected. Getting phantom bee syndrome. Anyway, but now this is what smokers are good for and should be used for. They're just gently giving bees a reason to move. So then you can get in there with your hive tool and move frames around so that then you don't squish bees. Because a live bee is a happy bee. Which is a modification of the saying, a sticky bee is a happy bee. And there wasn't anything on my leg. Of course. There are. So, I'm just going to drop this back in, gently. Got bees on me. At least it feels like it. I'm just going to smoke my hand to the lip.
Better smoke that rim, too.
I will. So now I'm going to go and grab these bees.
Do you have a...
Those are heavy. What? Oh, there? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Ah. There are. I can go put the queen excluder back on. Now time for the honey supers. One super. Two supers. Inner cover. Outer cover. Yeah, after you work with bees for a while, you sometimes will get the feeling like bees are crawling on you, and when you aren't. That can last for hours. It's annoying. Alright, well thanks for watching. It's been Scott here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.